It's a stormy night. Thunder, lightning, hail, and damaging winds. You could have broken windows, trees lying in your driveway, patio furniture blown away. Anything can happen. And because anything can happen, well, that's why there's Westfield Insurance. With a 95% customer satisfaction rate, trust us to be there when you need us the most. To find an independent Westfield Insurance agent in your area, visit westfieldinsurance.com.
The Westfield Insurance Brain Game. Sharing knowledge, building trust. It's the Westfield Insurance Brain Game. Now, here's your host, Chuck Lofton.
And welcome to the Brain Game. So glad that you are with us. Hey, this is the 28th game in our series as we continue to get closer to a champion in the 2015-2016 series here on the Westfield Insurance Brain Game. And we've got two great schools here today representing North Central, and the Panthers is Alana, Sam, Ash, and Kai. And glad to have the Greyhounds from Carmel back with Vikas, Matthew, Samir, and Jake. Welcome, everybody. We're going to have a good day today. Hey, before we start, though, as always, we want to thank our great judge from the University of Indianapolis, Matthew Shaw. And so we are expecting some good things today. Glad you're with us. Okay, it's the Brain Game tradition. Before we begin, you ready for the deep breath? All right, we're ready to go. And let's begin here with our first question. That is this: the pairing of two individuals for their mutual safety while swimming is called the Sam.
Buddy system.
Buddy system is right. We'll give you the points. Okay, let's go from swimming to literature. That's quite a dive. Complete this line from the novel Treasure Island. Yo ho ho, Sam.
And a bottle of rum.
And a bottle of rum is right. All right. The Crimea is adjacent to what major body? And Sam?
Black Sea.
Black Sea's right. Okay, now I'd like for you to study the monitor, take a close look at home, and when the image comes up, identify this late and legendary, Sam?
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll continue for Carmel. This late and legendary broadcaster who was awarded in January Indiana's highest honor, the 2015 SACM Award. Have an answer, Carmel? Okay, that was the great Amos Brown, who served in broadcasting at 1310 The Light and WTLC for many years, and we certainly do miss him. Let's continue here. What form of reproduction is characteristic of yeast? Ash.
Binary fission.
No. Carmel? Jake?
Asexual.
No, it's budding. B-U-D-D-I-N-G. Let's continue. In fact, I want you to listen very closely here. What is the name of the fourth phase of mitosis in which the chromatids and Jake?
Telophase.
No, I'm going to continue for North Central. In which the chromatids of each chromosome have separated. And the daughter chromosomes, Ash?
Anaphase.
Anaphase is right. Okay. Tariffs are one way of controlling international trade. Name another, Matthew?
Quotas.
Quotas, right. Another common method given the maximum amount of a commodity that can be imported in a given period. So let's now go to a question about religion. Martin Luther King was ordained in what Christian denomination? And Samir?
Baptist.
Baptist is right. Now it's time to spell, so here we go. Excessive, unreasonable, spell exorbitance. And Matthew?
E-X-O-R-B-I-T-A-N-C-E.
That is right, so Carmel gets the point. Which of the three orders of Greek columns was the most ornate? And Sam?
Corinthian.
Corinthian is right. Let's go to sports now. In fact, this comes from our WTHR Channel 13 newsroom. What got leaked on Twitter during the 2016, Samir?
Seedings for the March Madness.
Yes, we'll count that. It was the NCAA bracket, basically, that got leaked before the show, that 2-hour show, was over. Here we go. Words such as afterwards and later are adverbs of time. Words such as unabashedly and clumsily are adverbs of what? Matthew?
Actions.
No. North Central? Have a shot at it? Sam?
Personality.
We're looking for manner, an adverb of manner. Let's continue. What type of chord divides a circle into two equal parts, Sam?
A diameter.
That's right. What phrase describes a felony in which a person intentionally attempts to cause serious bodily harm? And Jake?
Battery.
No. North Central? Kai?
Assault.
No.
And battery.
We have to accentuate that more. So we're looking for either mayhem or aggravated assault. Let's continue with a bonus qualifier. So you know how this works? I'll go for 1 point. If you get it right, you can go for 2. Here's for 1 point now, folks. What is the loudest insect in the world? And Matthew?
Locust.
No. North Central. Alana?
The cicada?
Cicada is right. It can produce sound up to 120 decibels. So with that, Sam, the 2-point question will go to you. You can converse, but you have to provide the answer. Here we go. What is a group of cicadas called?
Swarm. Yeah, I doubt it too, but I can't.
You have an answer?
Swarm.
Brood is the answer. So you get, North Central gets 1 point. Let's continue. The ability to identify and reproduce a note without reference to a tuned, Matthew.
Perfect pitch.
That's right. We would accept absolute, but perfect pitch is fine. In 1917, what political party overthrew the Russian monarch? Sam.
Bolsheviks.
Bolsheviks, correct. Cutting food into small, even pieces of about 1/2 inch square. Matthew?
Dicing.
Yes, we would expect dicing or cubing. We would have also accepted. Okay, so you get the point. When the antlers of deer and elk are growing, they are covered with a soft, furry skin called, Alana?
Velvet.
Velvet it is. Okay, time for the face-off now. So you know how that works. One-on-one here, and Alana and Vikas, you're first. But before we give you the question, here's the category. The category is Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe. Everybody's going, oh, I don't know. You might get it. Here we go. Here's the first question for Alana and Vikas. Marilyn's second husband was what famous baseball player? Alana.
Joe DiMaggio.
That is correct. See, you got the point. Here's Sam and Matthew for this one. After divorcing DiMaggio, she married what famous playwright? And Sam.
Arthur Miller.
That is correct. Ash and Samir. Within 2 years, what year did Marilyn Monroe die? And Ash?
1940.
No. Samir? Go ahead.
1965.
No, it would have been, it was 62. We would have accepted between 60 and 64. Samir, you were very close. Okay, so Kai and Jake, here you go. What famous Elton John song was originally written as a tribute to Marilyn Monroe? And Jake?
Tiny Dancer.
No. Kai? Okay, the answer is Candle in the Wind. And he also revised that to honor Princess Diana after she passed away. Okay, we've got a great game going. North Central in the lead, 11-5. When we come back, we'll introduce you to our contestants, take a look at a face-off, and later on in the Brain Game, it's the Minute Quiz. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. The Brain Game. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Westfield Insurance Brain Game.
And welcome back. We have a score of 11-5. You may have caught it at home. We have thrown out that spelling word, exorbitant. That was my mistake. So we keep it the same, 11-5. And this is one of the great parts of the show where we get to meet everybody. So representing the Panthers from North Central, welcome, Alana.
Hi, my name's Alana. This is my second year on the Brain Game, and I'm a senior. I would like to thank our former coach, Mr. Castle, and our current coach, Miss Ockgill.
Very good. Hi, Sam.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm a senior at North Central. This is my third year on the Brain Game, and I'd like to thank Washington Township Superintendent Dr. Nikki Woodson and State Superintendent Glenda Ritz.
Fantastic. Welcome, Ash.
Hi, I'm Ash Menthrin. I'm a senior at North Central. It's my first year on the Brain Game, and I'd like to thank our beloved alternate, Jack Rominger.
All right. Hi, Kai.
Hi, I'm Kai. I'm a senior. This is my first year on the Brain Game, and I would like to thank the North Central student body and administration.
Great. And representing the Greyhounds from Carmel, Vikas. Hi, Vikas.
Yeah, hi, I'm Vikas. This is my fourth year on the Brain Game, and I'd like to thank our principal, John Williams, and our superintendent, Dr. Nicholas Wall.
Matthew, welcome.
Hi, I'm Matthew. This is my fourth year on Brain Game, and I'd like to thank our parents and faculty for their support.
Great. Good to have you, Samir. Hi.
Hi, I'm Samir. I'm a senior. This is my second year on the Brain Game. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Mr. Sheeran, and our alternates, Darren Cheng and Nathan Fay.
Fantastic. Welcome, Jake.
Hi, I'm Jake. This is my second year on the Brain Game, and I'd like to thank Westfield Insurance and Channel 13.
Me too. Thank you, Jake. We appreciate it. And, you know, you folks represent your schools very well, both North Central and Carmel. Glad to have you here. But we're not finished yet. We still have a long way to go. So let's begin this segment of the Brain Game with this question, and I want you to listen very closely to this one. 550 foot-pounds per second is the measurement of 1 horsepower. This equals how many foot-pounds per minute? And Vikas?
33,000.
33,000 is right, so Carmel gets the point. Let's continue. Raymond Tomlinson, who recently passed away, was famous for figuring out what computer cultural icon to connect a username with the destination address. We're looking for the icon. Ash.
At symbol.
The at symbol is correct, so you get the point. The first nuclear submarine launched in 1954 was named for a 19th century, and Samir.
Nautilus.
No, I'm going to continue for North Central, was named for a 19th century invention by whom? And Sam.
Robert Fulton.
Robert Fulton is right. Okay, we've queued up our MP3 player now for you, and I want you to listen to the following song and identify the musical it's from that made its debut on Broadway in 2003. And Sam.
Wicked.
Wicked is absolutely right. All right, let's go from the theater to books. Hardbound books often have a disposable protective outer cover made of sturdy paper. Sam.
Slipcover.
Well, the judge is going to take it. We were looking for dust jackets, but Judge Shaw says we'll accept it, so you get the point. Identify the only gemstone composed of just one element. And Vikas.
Diamond.
Diamond is right. All right, let's go to the bonus qualifier again. So this is the potential of 3 points. We'll go for 1 initially here. Here we go. Charcoal, diamond, and graphite are together called, Sam.
Allotropes of carbon.
Allotropes of carbon is absolutely right. So you're eligible now for the 2-point question. Sam, it's got to come from you. Here we go. Graphite, derived from the Greek words such as graphene. What does that mean?
Graphene. Writing. Writing item.
Have an answer?
Writing item.
Judge Shaw? We'll accept it. We were looking for to draw or write. We'll accept writing items. So 3 points total for North Central. Let's continue here. What is the study of how organisms interact with each other and their environments? And Matthew?
Ecology.
Ecology is absolutely right. Okay, time to study the monitor again. Take a quick look here at home and tell me which of the choices represents, and Sam?
B.
No, I'll continue. All right, Jake?
C, dismay.
C, dismay. That's the best definition for the word consternation. So Carmel gets the point. And here we go with the next question. Tux the Penguin is the mascot for what computer operating system? Kai? Linux is correct. All right, let's go to philanthropy now. Who founded or organized both the University of Chicago and the Standard... Jake? Rockefeller, the Standard Oil Trust, which was his company. All right, let's continue now. Identify the American painter of 8 Bells, Snap the Whip, and the Gulf Stream. Sam.
Winslow Homer.
Winslow Homer's right. Okay, time to study the monitor again. Once the image comes up, I want you to tell me which of the following is not a breed of dog. And Sam.
D.
D. Manx is correct. That is not a breed of dog. All right, to grammar. As what part of speech is but used in this example? There are but 8 people in the world who can forecast the weather accurately. Ash.
Adverb.
Adverb. And don't say who the 8 are that can forecast the weather accurately. Let's continue here now. On U.S. currency, the olive branch with 13 leaves and 13 fruits symbolizes the power to make peace. What represents the power to make war, Jake?
The bundle of arrows.
We'll accept that. It's actually 13 arrows. So, yeah, you'll get the point there in Carmel. Fuel cells use 2 elements as their fuel. Name either of these. Sam?
Zinc.
No. Carmel? Matthew?
Hydrogen.
Yes, that's one of them. The other is oxygen, so you get the point there at Carmel. All right, let's go back in time now. Around 460 BC, what form of government was established by Pericles in Athens, Sam?
Democracy.
Democracy is right. All right, let's go to the next question. Who wrote this in 1783? The times that try men's souls. Jake?
Thomas Paine.
Thomas Paine is right. So we're going to quickly go to the face-off again as we close out this segment of the Westfield Insurance Brain Game. And Alana and Vikas, before we go to you, here's our category. Time Magazine's Person of the Year. Now, the news magazine Time has an award that profiles a person, group, idea, or object for better or worse that's done the most to influence events. So here we go. Alana and Vikas. Name the United States president who won the award 3 times. Alana?
FDR.
FDR is right. You get the point for North Central. Sam and Matthew. 1938's Time Person of the Year was the German Chancellor. Sam?
Hitler.
Hitler is correct. Okay, Ash and Samir. In 1991, the Person of the Year was the founder of CNN. Have an answer? Samir.
Ted Turner.
Ted Turner is right. So a point on the board for Carmel. And Kai and Jake, here you go. The American adventurer who won the first award in 1927. Jake?
Cook.
No, so Kai, you get a free shot. Okay, the answer is Charles Lindbergh. Lucky Lindy was the first Time Person of the Year. Okay, our score right now 26-14, but we're going to add some points on the board very quickly. The minute quiz is up next. Don't you leave. The Westfield Insurance Brain Game continues right after this.
Stay tuned. The Brain Game. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Westfield Insurance Brain Game.
And welcome back to the Brain Game. I'm Chuck Lofton. Our score has been verified at 25-14. So 25-14, North Central's in the lead. And Sam, you're the captain there of the Panthers, and you get to select for the minute quiz packet A or B.
We'll have to go packet A.
Have you ever had B?
Don't think so.
I didn't think so. All right, well, here we go with packet A of the minute quiz. Sam, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's begin. Give the year in which the Battle of Hastings was fought.
1066.
What continent is home to Timbuktu?
Africa.
Henry Fleming is the hero of what American novel?
Pass.
By what name was Carol Wojtyła better known?
Pass.
With what sport would you associate Bonnie Blair?
Pass.
Find the average of 4, 5, and 9.
9.
Give the third person singular masculine possessive pronoun.
His.
Who said there's a sucker born every minute?
Barnum.
What French explorer discovered the St. Lawrence River?
Hudson.
Name the capital of Jamaica.
Kingston.
What does the phrase s'il vous plaît mean in English?
If you please.
What shape is the most popular congruent figure?
Triangle.
What is the standard unit of measure for electric potential?
Volt.
In basketball, how far is the free throw line from the plane of the backboard?
15 feet.
Between 1998 and 2007, what car company produced Mercedes-Benz, Dodge, and Jeep?
Volkswagen.
Name the capital of Delaware.
Dover.
What Italian political party was headed by Mussolini?
Fascist.
Okay, so now 36 points on the board for North Central. So we go to packet B, and that'll be Carmel and Matthew. All the answers will come from you. Are you ready for the minute quiz? Okay, let's begin. Name the author of the Uncle Remus stories.
John Henry Harris.
Give the chemical formula for nitric acid.
NO3.
Brancusi and Henry Moore are famous in what field of art?
Pass.
What is the Spanish word for father?
A Padre.
What river forms most of the southern border of Maryland?
Chesapeake.
Complete the proverb, hell hath no fury like.
Like a woman scorned.
Name the gunman who shot President Reagan.
Hinckley Jr.
How many minutes are there in 1/5 of an hour?
12.
What is the least common multiple of 4, 5, and 6?
16.
The American Civil War began with the shelling of what South Carolina fort?
Fort Sumter.
The Kentucky Derby is held what Louisville racetrack?
Churchill Downs.
Name the young swordsman who becomes a friend and protege of the Three Musketeers.
D'Artagnan.
On Sesame Street, what color is Elmo's fur?
Red.
How many acres are there in a square mile?
Pass.
What classic novel is based on the life of Huey Long?
Pass.
To what does the term fauna generally refer?
Animals.
Tennis players use what word instead of zero?
Love.
Love is correct, so you get the point. And as we go through now, I'm going to try and ask as many as I can. I won't wait as long for answers so we can get these questions out. And the judge's question is upcoming. Here we go. Name the Indiana-born actress who starred in such movies as Night Shift, Camp Beverly Hills, and in the TV show Cheers. Anybody? Samir?
Kirstie Alley.
No, so North Central, you have a shot at it. Okay, the answer is Shelley Long, who's also a very nice lady. Let's continue. In fact, let's go to a who am I question here for you. First, for 3 points. I began working, at 16, I began working at my uncle's art gallery in The Hague. For 2 points, I was transferred to London, but returned and began sketching miners in the Borinage region. For 1 point, I eventually shared a home in France with my mentor, Paul Gauguin. And Sam?
Van Gogh.
Van Gogh is correct. Vincent Van Gogh. Let's continue with this question. Plant remains and that are not decomposed by bacteria form what substance rich in hydrocarbons? And Sam?
Humus.
No, I'll continue for Carmel. Rich in hydrocarbons before it is further metamorphosed into coal. And Matthew?
Peat.
Peat is right, so you get the point. What character created by Rudyard Kipling had a human heritage and a legacy of the jungle animals with which he, Sam?
Mowgli.
Mowgli is correct. All right, let's go to the judge's question now. Several times in your life, you have probably had a Brannick device used on you. For 3 points, Ash?
Stethoscope?
No. Carmel, for 3 points, what does a Brannick device do? Vikas?
Measure heart rate.
No, folks. It measures the size of your feet to fit you for shoes. Okay, let's continue here. In fact, let me see where. Okay, here we go. I want you to study the monitor now. And as you see the image come up, name the Canadian province that will be highlighted in red that's bordered by Alberta, Manitoba, and the United States. And Jake?
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan is correct. According to the preamble of the U.S. Constitution, one purpose of the document is to ensure, Ash?
Tranquility.
I'm going to continue. You didn't get the point for Carmel. Jake?
The blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity.
Had you let me finish, it was what kind of tranquility, and it's domestic. Okay, so let's continue. In fact, let's go with a bonus qualifier here. This one's for 1 point. Joe's Boys is a sequel to what classic? Sam?
Little Women.
Little Women is right, so you'll get the opportunity for a 2-pointer here. So here we go, Sam. The answer has to come from you. For 2 points, Men Against the Sea and Pitcairn's Island are sequels to what famous book?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe, yeah.
Treasure Island?
No, it's Mutiny on the Bounty. So this question now is for everybody. Here we go. To the nearest inch, the size of the largest possible square peg that will fit into a circular hole with a diameter of 17 inches is? I'm going to give you 1 more second to do the math. And who has an answer? Vikas?
13.
No. North Central? Ash?
14.
No, you guys were close, but it's 12. It's a foot. So let's continue. What was the British title of the first Harry Potter novel? Matthew?
Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
That's right. So Carmel gets the point. Study the monitor now, and when the image comes up for you, which is a work by Robert Kennedy about the Cuban Missile Crisis. Is it A, 13 Days, B, The Right Stuff, C, An American Crisis, and Ash?
D.
No. Carmel? Samir?
A.
A is correct. So we hear the buzzer. That's the game. We're going to verify the scores when we come back as the Westfield Insurance Brain Game continues.
Stay tuned. The Brain Game. We'll be right back.